Hello, I'm Emma.
And I'm Tracey.
And we are
Curly Seams.
I'm also known as Curly
One,
One, just in case you're wondering.
Curly 2 for me.
And we're back together again.
Yay!
It's been a while, but there we go. Anyway, this is Curly Seams episode number 23. It's the 28th of August.
That's Friday the 28th of August. We are podcasting from the south coast of England, United Kingdom.
We are, and it's a sort of, I don't know, it's a bit hit and miss today. 1 minute it's beautiful sunshine, and then the next it's pouring down with rain.
Yeah, you can tell there's a little bit of autumn in the air. It's on its way, isn't it?
Yes,
for sure.
yes. We both came down in our t-shirts, but we both had to put layers on.
Yes, because it's a bit chilly.
A bit cold.
But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's bearable. So it's not like it has been in the past in here.
Yeah,
freezing.
Absolutely. I'm sure that will come very soon.
Oh, I know.
So yes, we are back together again. We're still not.
Yeah, but,
you know,
if you're new to the channel, we've been podcasting via Zoom for the last 5 sessions. I think it was.
Yes.
I think it's 4 or 5.
Thereabouts.
We don't live. Well, we live about 30 miles away from each other, so getting together during COVID has been difficult. So we took the other view of being apart for sure, and just podcasting via Zoom, which worked quite well actually.
It did, and I think it's made us realise that we have that option.
Yeah.
If we can't for some reason in the future get together,
exactly.
that we could
definitely do that. So,
yeah.
So it's been good.
It worked okay.
Yeah, it's been good. But anyway, it's lovely to be back together.
It is, isn't it?
And to actually share a cup of coffee face to face.
So exciting.
It's nice.
So exciting.
It's nice.
So if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. It's nice to have you with us. And if you are returning, then thanks for coming back again. It's nice to see you. It's nice to have you with us, and we do appreciate the comments that you give us as well on the bottom.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, we've had some lovely comments actually.
We have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a fair few new subscribers.
We have, I think.
So
So
welcome. If you're brand new to the podcast today, we are a knitting, quilting and stitching podcast. So we do a little bit of all 3 of those and a few others besides. So there might be a bit of baking, a little bit of crochet thrown in every now and again. And there's lots of chit chat.
Yes, normally we record and then I edit it and cut loads out, because we can actually go for a good couple of hours between us when we get going. So we've decided that today we're not going to do so much editing. We're gonna run with it, and we're gonna try and be a little bit more professional.
Yes.
And see if we can just put it out without editing everything out. So
we've even made a list today.
We have. It's very organised. So yes, if you are joining us for the first time, we are related. We are cousins.
Yes.
And we didn't grow up knowing each other, did we?
No, we didn't. It was quite strange, really, because we only really came together in early adulthood, really, I suppose, didn't we? So, well, I say early. No, it wasn't that early.
No, it was a bit late.
It was a bit
later
actually.
than that, yes.
Well, I'll just pretend it's early, because I know it feels old. But although we did see each other growing up, but very infrequently, because you were travelling all over the globe. That's right,
yeah. My dad was in the 40s, so we were all over the place, really.
Yeah.
So, yes, and it was, I don't know, 40s maybe when we... Yeah, we moved, 40s.
I was actually 40s, so that's not early adulthood.
No, it's not.
At all. I'm pretending.
She's in her own land, she is. Yes, so that's just a little bit about us.
Yes, but we didn't know that we both quilted.
No, we didn't.
No. And it was actually through we have a mutual grandmother who's passed away now, but it was through a visit I made to our grandmother that I saw a little piece of quilting on her sign and was quite surprised. So, well, where's that come from? Oh, she's Emma sent it to me. Emma quilts. So that was it. So we were off at that point. So it's great that you can share a craft and come together. So.
Yeah, it is.
Because I doubt actually whether we would have come together naturally, even though we are family.
No, I don't know if we would actually. No.
And by that time anyway, I was living in the south of England. And
we might have done, because we moved down.
Well, you went to Salisbury, didn't you?
We moved down, and so we might have. Yeah, we might have done without the link. But
interesting. But anyway, it's been a really nice to have a buddy that does what I do.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
And understands what I do.
I know. And she's my oracle. She's my oracle. If anything goes wrong, I'm like, Tracey, what do I do with this?
I'm baking and things. So how do I do this? No.
It works. It works. Yeah, anyway, right. So in that vein of trying to be more professional, we are going to start with our knitting section.
We are.
So Tracey, finished objects in knitting.
I do have some finished objects. I've got 3 finished objects. But last time we had a little challenge, didn't we?
We did.
We did. So we both should have a finish.
We have.
We do.
So I challenged Tracey, having seen Caleb on the Bearded Pearl podcast knit one of these hats, and I really liked it. So I challenged Tracey to have a go and to make one. So it's the Slipped Rib hat by Jodie Brown of Grocery Girls fame. And so it's a hat that uses a DK, and you also have a mohair that you hold 2 strands together with to knit. And I don't know about you, but I knit mine from stash.
I did, yeah. I restricted myself to stash, and then afterwards thought I wish I'd actually gone away and bought something.
Yes, me too.
So, but anyway, hey ho.
Mine was the DK that I used was a Rowan DK, and my mohair, and you've got the word for it then, my mohair was a Debbie Bliss. Now, Caleb's version, I loved.
Yeah, I like Caleb's version as well.
And also, Rusty from Rusty Knits joined us on our challenge.
He did.
Thanks, Rusty.
Yeah, I'm so pleased you joined in.
Yeah,
I like your hat as well.
I liked his better than mine.
Yeah, I really like that.
I really liked it. Really not very pleased with mine.
Well, I'll be honest, I think mine looks like a tea cozy. So, look, this was the first one. I did actually do 2. This is the first one I did, and this was from...
See, I quite like yours.
Oh, do you? Now, it's quite interesting. I did the 2. It uses the same colour mohair. So I used a Rowan Kid Silk, I think it was. Kid Silk.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a Rowan wool as well. The double knit is a Rowan. So that's all Rowan. And I can't remember what the brown... It came out of stash. I've no idea what it is. But I thought, well... Yeah, it looks like a tea cozy to me. I'm not particularly impressed. I like the pattern. I like the pattern, but the colour is really uninspiring.
Well, mine just... there's no mohair. I just don't think you can see the mohair in it, really. I know when you put it on, it separates it out. Everything else looks really nice and fluffy. Yeah.
I prefer it that way.
I prefer it that way, funnily enough.
Well, you could wear it that way, couldn't you?
I think you could. Yeah. I mean, my joins at the back are a little bit...
I had trouble with the joins.
On the back section, but I think that looks much nicer to me than that. But I really like the pattern. I love the pattern.
It was very easy to knit.
It was. It took me forever to do, but I made hard work of it. That was just
so you got the twisted rib cuff to it.
Yeah, I do like that.
I love the twisted rib.
I do like
it's really nice. And then you got this series of slip stitches. So my mohair is fluffing out. You know, you got that halo. Yeah. You can see it, can't you? But I'll be honest, I can't wear it because the fibres get in my throat and make me choke.
Oh, really?
Yes. So unfortunately, I can't wear mohair. So that is to pattern.
Yeah, you see, I think
you dropped it.
I dropped the final row of pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that affected the top of mine.
Well, that's more slouchy. This one is I did on a smaller set of needles. No, I didn't. No, I did the smallest size. Right. That is the size to fit my head. This is the size down.
Okay.
Both of them are okay. And actually, because it's slightly smaller, it does pull out, so you can see the mohair coming through.
Yeah, maybe that's
so. But I think it's interesting. Same colour mohair, and it looks completely different.
It does look completely different. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a brown mohair.
Yeah.
This one definitely has got that purple haze to it.
Yeah, I like that one though. I like them. They look nice.
Yeah. But anyway, this one I made the mistake of blocking and then forgetting that I put it in the water to block it, and then 24 hours later realised that I still got the hat in the water. So at that point, a lot of the purple from the dye had actually leached through into the cream.
Oh, but that's quite nice.
So it's actually got
gives it a
pink.
nice effect. Yeah, gives it a little bit of tone.
So you're going to put
So yeah, I was going to buy a pom pom or a bobble or something. Bobble.
Pom pom.
A pom pom.
You're going to make a pom pom.
But then I've decided I'm going to make one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I had these from you may remember these from a previous
we had those in a different one, didn't we?
So those two are the same, I think. So I was undecided what to put on it. So I'm kind of thinking that would look nice there.
Yeah.
The pink would look nice on there.
I think the pink looks nice on there.
The pink picks up on the brown quite
it
nice,
does.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, and it's got these like little tips to it, which pull out the purple.
Yeah. No, I think that works.
So, the thing is, because I'm not going to wear them, I now have to decide whether I'm prepared to actually put my pom-poms on.
Oh. Well, it depends who you can give it to, doesn't it?
I've got somebody in mind for this one who I do appreciate a lot, so they may get a pom-pom. This one...
So if you're watching this and you get it without the pom-pom, she doesn't appreciate you at all.
We'll see. But anyway, but it's a nice knit, lovely challenge, really enjoyed doing that. So,
yes. I would make another one. I'd make another one,
I
think
what it's showing me now is you need to be a little bit more careful about your choice of fibre.
It's a bit of a shame, but there we go. Never mind.
I was inspired by the colours that Rusty used.
I loved Rusty's, and I loved, like I say, I loved Caleb's as well. But there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
right.
no.
Okay. Any more finished knitting?
I do have another finish because this month I treated myself to a new book. So it's Knit and Nibble by James McIntosh. So I'll let you have a look at it. It's a combination of knitting for beginners and a whole load of sweet treats at the back.
Oh, is it?
It's like a baking book and a knitting book.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's lovely. The sweet treats in the back are delicious. So, well, I haven't tried making them, I'll be honest, but I've read through them and they all look absolutely amazing.
They look amazing.
So berry crumble.
Oh yeah, might have to have that one.
So, and who doesn't like to knit and nibble at the same time?
Absolutely.
So I think it's great. So anyway, I saw that and I thought, I'm going to treat myself to the book.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I'll get some of his wool as well.
Okay.
Now, I did see this wool. Stuart on the wool patch actually had a big bag of it that he bought. He bought all the colours.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
And it's wool. As far as I believe, it's dyed to order.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. Now that was what I took away from it as well.
Yes. So anyway, I ended up making I think it's called the Slouch Beanie. Slouch Beanie. The book, by the way, is a lovely book, and it's for beginners, and it goes right from the beginning, you know, sort of casting on stitches right the way through, little basic projects, and then building up.
Oh, I might have to look at this. Okay.
So this particular hat was knit flat as opposed to in the round.
Oh.
Now I've never knit a hat flat before, so I went straight back. It's that one there with it's this one.
There.
So
let's see if I can find it. You keep talking, I'll see if I can find it.
And from a knitting point of view, knitting a hat flat is great in terms of your crown shaping.
Slouchy, there you go. I won't put it up too long because of the instructions. But
as you can see, I didn't do the 2-colour version because husband claimed this before I even started it.
Oh, he needs to stop doing that. He's claiming everything.
And he refused to have a 2-colour hat.
So did he?
Yeah, I don't know why. I like the 2-colour hat, but anyway, he didn't like it, so I've gone for a single. So knitting flat, I did enjoy knitting flat because the crown shaping was a lot easier.
Yeah.
But then you got to sew it up. And my sewing was not the best. But I mean, it's okay. It's not bad.
Good to me.
But you can see where it's been sewn up when it's stretched out.
Oh yeah, you can.
Which I don't like. So whether that's me doing a really poor job with the stitching, probably. And then of course you had to reverse the stitching so that
for the fold over.
Yeah. But anyway, the wool is gorgeous.
Nice. Very nice.
So that's Macintosh.
Oh, love that.
It comes in a lovely bag.
Oh, and you got the bag as well.
I did.
Yes, I saw the bag.
I got a couple of colours.
Where did you get it from?
It came in the bag.
From them.
I ordered 4 different skeins.
Macintosh. Oh,
so.
I see. They're rather nice.
They're all. This is double knit, by the way. Double knit. So I liked both of the reds. One's slightly more pinker.
Yeah, it is.
and I love that teal colour.
Yeah,
it's
they're
absolutely
lovely.
gorgeous. But I think they've been made with men in mind. You know, they're kind of like
stronger colours and solid.
Yeah. But this one's lovely. The
it's
the
nice.
blue. They've all got names now. I apologise if I forget the names of the yarns. They've actually got some super names. So I wish I do remember, but I should have written them down.
Yeah.
And they're not on the actual sleeve. They're not
on there, are
no,
they?
they don't say what the name is. It's got a colour. Has it actually got a code?
Scan me code.
Yeah. But it doesn't say what the number is, what the colour is, does
it?
it?
Doesn't.
No. But anyway, nice. They're all lovely. I am very. And he's chuffed to bits. Husband's chuffed to bits with the hat.
Should be. It's really nice.
So yeah.
Fab.
But so next time, I think what I will do is I'll adapt the pattern to make it in the knit it in the round.
Okay.
So then that avoids all the seaming afterwards, doesn't it? But,
yeah.
But hey, you got to try these things to know that it's not something you want to do.
Yeah.
Now the other nice thing that comes with that, inside of each one of these packages, I did have one. You get a label. I'll re-skip this later so I know what I've got. So it comes with a lovely label.
Oh, so you can sew that on?
Yeah, so you can sew it on. So if you're gifting it, it says exactly what it is. So it's 100% blue-faced Leicester wool, cool hand wash, dry flat. So at least they know what to do.
Yeah.
So actually, I may have put it in the cuff of this one. Did I do that? No, I didn't.
It's only for Steve.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it on a hat anyway, to be honest.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah. So,
but you could tuck it inside there, couldn't you?
But I don't know, where would you stitch it if you wanted to?
Well, you could tuck it inside your...
Inside there?
Inside there.
At least then they know to fold it back up,
yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was a lovely little touch to do that.
Very nice.
I like this red one. I like the red.
Yeah.
A lot.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so I treated myself and learnt something, and I'll probably put on a few pounds as a result, making the baked goods at the back.
Looks like a nice book. Don't put it too far because I'd like to have a look, through that later on.
So it's called Knit and Nibble by James McIntosh, and he did actually sign it for me as well, which I thought was nice. It says Tracey, enjoy life in colour, James.
Very nice. Is he British then, or is he?
He is British.
Yeah.
He is British.
Okay. And
there is a story to why he started knitting.
Right.
And I believe it's because he was suffering from anxiety issues.
Yes, I noticed a bit at the front about it, you know.
And I was wondering whether to say anything or not. I haven't actually been well recently because I've been suffering from anxiety, and so that was the reason I went for it. Yeah. So I won't dwell on it. So we're working through it.
Moving on. I think it's quite common actually.
At the moment, it's particularly common. So this is nothing new, and yeah, I think the help service is going to get inundated with people.
I think so. Yeah.
So anyway, nothing to be ashamed of.
No, absolutely not.
Move on
I think
learn
it's
to deal with it, learn to
open.
cope with it. Yeah, I do.
And then I think it might make more people realise that they're not on their own.
No, exactly. So, but it is a topic that people don't want to talk about.
No, they don't.
So, well, certainly I don't want to talk. Well, yes, I do want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it. If you're with me, I feel quite. What's the word? Vulnerable. Vulnerable is probably the right word to use when you talk about things like, you know, mental health is a big issue for a lot of people, and we all have to cope with it in our own way.
We do.
And some cope better than others.
Yeah.
But finding what works for you takes time, and you have to put effort into it.
You do.
So I am currently putting some effort into
it, and
hopefully I think I'm getting better.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's one of the
the
biggest steps is admitting that you need help
Exactly.
in whatever way you find it, really.
Yeah. So. Anyway, thank goodness I craft, because that really helps.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
so,
gives you something else to think about, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on. Whips. Do you have any knitting whips?
You'll be surprised to hear. The jumper's still on the go! Still on the go, but we are getting there. We are getting there. I am about at the point where I'm about to cast off, actually. I'm just doing my my bottom rib. So,
it's a gorgeous colour.
I had a little bit of concern because I wasn't sure whether it was actually going to fit.
Right.
But I think it will. I think we'll be okay.
Well, yeah, but it's not been washed and blocked.
No, it hasn't.
It may grow a bit when it's washed.
So I'm hoping it might. Yeah. Lengthwise, I think we're good. So yes, about to cast off the edge, and then it will be onto the sleeves.
Yeah.
So the ever ongoing project continues.
But enjoy it. Enjoy it. It doesn't have to be done immediately, does it?
No. So there we go. So that's all I've got on the go at the moment.
So that's the Flax sweater.
The Flax sweater by Tin Can Knits, which is a free pattern that you can download.
And you can do it in double knits or
yeah, you can do it in all
fingering,
sorts.
Can't you?
I think there is a light version. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed doing it, and I'm looking forward to getting on with the sleeves now. So.
Sleeves, yeah. Sleeves were my bone of contention on my whip.
I know, yes.
So I'm still ongoing on my project as well, which is a cardigan, which is, I always forget the name of it as well.
Toft from the West Yorkshire Spinners.
It's the Elspeth cardigan. And yes, Craft by West Yorkshire Spinners, which is out of their, I believe I started that book. This is the wool that they recommended. And we're at the stage where we do have 2 sleeves. Yay. And we have 2 fronts. It does not have, it has a net band, but it hasn't got the button bands on yet. So I just need to do the button bands.
I love the colour.
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, really nice.
I do. But, sleeves. Well, if you've been following this cardigan, it was started at Christmas. And I was doing great guns, and it kind of hit a full stop for quite a while. And I had an issue with the fronts, trying to get the fronts to measure up correctly to the back where the armhole shaping is.
Yeah. And
so I said to myself, well, okay, when I come to do the sleeve, to avoid the issue of having one bigger than the other, I will do the sleeves 2 at a time. Well, I still managed 2 at a time. I kept forgetting whether I was on a knit row or a purl row because I was using double pointed needles.
Right.
And you can knit twice as much on one sleeve as you do on the other, believe it or not, if you do 2 at the time and you don't do it correctly. Now I know I'm not alone.
No, it was Rob. Was it Rob who commented as well and said he had the same problem?
Yeah, we had a comment. Yeah. Rob Deline?
Yes.
Yeah. He had exactly the same issue. And I couldn't understand why I was doing it to begin with. I think why is one, it's like 4 or 5 rows bigger than the other. And I'm thinking, I don't understand. I'm doing 2 at a time. It should be exactly the same. And then it did actually dawn on me, yes, because you got the double pointed, it's very easy to get confused whether you're on a knit row or whether you're on a purl row.
Right.
Okay, so we just had the camera only runs for 30 minutes, so we've had a quick stop, and I thought during that stop I'll put the cardi on so you can see it.
Yeah.
So no button bands yet, but I think it's going to be alright. It's a bit small, it's a wee bit small, not a lot, but I hope after it's brushed and blocked it'll be okay. So, but sleeves they're not bad, I think.
Looks lovely.
Lengthwise it's alright.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's very warm, I know that, so.
I love the colour.
Yeah.
Love the
It'll
colour.
do for the house.
Of course it will. Absolutely. No, it looks nice.
It's quite short actually as well, but I'm quite happy with it being
You like shorter
I
things
do
though,
like
don't you?
things,
Yeah, whereas I don't quite so much, but
so I think
yeah, very nice.
I will obviously then have a big dilemma about buttons.
Yes. Takes 3 years to finish it then before she decides.
But anyway, so that's it's making progress, so that's good. So I'm pleased about that. Good.
Right.
Have you bought any wool?
No.
Okay. So
you would?
No.
Yep.
You've seen something I just bought.
Yes.
Okay. I bought something else as well. So I may have gone down the Toft.
Oh right, yes.
I'm sure everybody knows Toft.
I'm sure they do.
But anyway, so this is this delightful little. How do you say? What's the word you use for these things?
Oh,
it's a crocheted.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'll put it underneath.
I didn't do. Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Agumuri or something. You know what we mean. You know.
Yeah, it's not actually down here. So
no. Well,
anyway, it's the crochet project. Now the reason I got that. Hang on to that. See if I can find it because I've got rather a few things here. I've got their magazine as well, which is rather nice too. Oh, it's in here. Right, no. So the reason I bought this little sunflower girl is because this is my daughter when she was at school in San Jose in the States, and she had to dress up as a flower. And as soon as I saw that, that just reminded me of her.
Look at her.
So.
Oh, she's gonna hate you.
She
Look,
is.
Rowan.
She is, look. What a sweetie.
That's adorable.
I think she was 5 or 6 there.
Oh.
So
yeah, she's going to hate you.
I had to make that thing to go around her face, and it was like, I remember having fun doing that.
So this is crochet.
It's crochet, yeah, it's crochet, and
something the daffodil, Griffith
the
daffodil.
So you get all the wool in the kit. You get a nice little bag that it comes in.
Oh,
you've got your different colours. I could have actually. It was only afterwards I realised I could have got an orange to go in the centre. I didn't. I got it all the same, which is a shame really. But I might send for the orange separately.
Yeah.
And make it like the little daffodil.
Yeah.
That she was.
Nice.
Yeah, cute, huh? So yeah. So that was a must buy. I didn't intend buying it.
Absolutely.
It was only because I saw it. I thought, oh yeah, just sweet, huh?
Very sweet.
So that's that.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing that one made then.
So it could be a Christmas present, Rowan. You'll hate it. Okay, so that's that.
Okay. So I think that's as knitting wise.
Knitting wise, it is.
Yes. Done.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Moving on to quilting, I
So
suppose.
moving on to quilting.
Quilting.
Yes.
Quilting.
Have you got any finished objects?
I did 2 finishes this month, actually. One of which has gone. So we'll insert a photograph here. That has been gifted.
Or it might be here.
It could be down there.
Or it might be down here.
It's going to be somewhere. That was gifted to my son, who's just gone to the north of England to
Gone up north,
the actor study. So he's off to uni. So I gave him this quilt to go with. So
very generous of you.
It was really, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. Well, I'm a generous mother. They've all got quilts.
Yeah.
My eldest son very generously gave one of the quilts I'd made into a homeless person actually in the street, because he'd gone away overnight with a friend at some party or other, taken the quilt with him to sleep, walking back in the morning, probably still quite hungover I would suspect.
Yeah.
Saw the homeless person and gave him the quilt.
Oh.
But then never told me for 2 years. And I kept saying, where's that quilt gone? What's happened to that quilt? What have you done with it?
Oh dear.
Then he eventually fessed up. And I thought it was a lovely gesture to
Yeah.
have made. So I said, you're not mad? I said, no, why would I be mad? I said, you gave it to somebody that needed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I wish I told you earlier then. In that case then, can I have another one?
That sounds about right for children. Yes.
So he's gone up to Newcastle, so where I'm told it's very cold in the winter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cold up north.
Yeah, so he'll be glad for a nice quilt.
He will.
And he does appreciate them, so
that's good then. They appreciate it, it makes it worthwhile.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So that's gone.
So that's gone, and then the other one.
And then this one. What I was going to say about the other one was neither of them are new quilts. They're quilts that I pulled out of my box and they just needed quilting.
Okay, they were quilt tops and
quilt tops that needed quilting and binding. So,
okay,
which I did. So, and this one is a hexagon. Obviously, you can see it's a hexagon quilt. It's done by machine. It's done by machine, but it's done. The hexagons are in 2 pieces so that you make strips.
Yeah.
And then put the strips together. So it's all about colour placement, fabric colour placement. So you do really need to do that on the design wall.
Very nice.
Again, not
your usual colour palette.
No, there's more quilts over this other side here. You can't see them. They're on a quilt ladder. They're all of the similar vein. I went through a period where I liked pinks and yellows and sort of girly colours. Should we kind of call them?
Yeah, maybe.
You shouldn't really call them girly
colours. No, you shouldn't
colours.
call them girly colours. No.
But what should we call them? Sort of brighter.
Shabby chic type.
Yeah, shabby chic. Shabby chic. That was the phase, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Shabby chic. Yeah. So,
in fact, wasn't the range called something like that?
I want to say.
Is it? No, it's that same chic.
No, I think it was.
Oh yes, there are quite a few over there, aren't there?
It could be something like Chez Moi.
Yes, maybe something like that. Yeah. Well,
anyway, it was a range. It was called, that particular range is called Sophia.
So it's very nice. Very nice. It's a nice quilt pattern as well.
Yeah, it's got hearts and curls on it.
Yeah.
So, I don't like the yellow in it myself.
What, this border?
Yeah, it's too big. It's overpowering. Yellow is a very difficult colour in a quilt. I think. I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Yeah.
It's yellow as a colour is very overpowering.
It is quite strong in that, isn't
and
it?
I think it's too strong. It should have been half the size, and it would have balanced.
Yeah.
It would have been balanced.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but anyway, you know,
There you
I
go.
wasn't going to unpick the border and put another one on. So
no.
And that one will be donated to charity anyway.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Although quite often I do keep some of the things because if I'm obviously I quilt for other people, so it means they can see the patterns.
Yes. In
real life, you know. Rather than
in person.
Yeah, it's easier to know whether you like a pattern if you can actually see it on a quilt as opposed to on a piece of paper.
Yeah, a drawing. Yeah, definitely.
So
very nice.
Anyway, it's
very nice.
another finish. It's off the list and has gone.
Okay.
Tick.
There you go. I have no quilt finishes to show.
We don't always have finished, do we? You're working on things.
So I've got a work in progress. I have got a work in progress, and it is very much a work in progress. I can't remember if I said I was going to do this or not, but I decided I was going to do the Purdy Bird quilt, and I have made a start on it. Now there is a quilt along going on through Instagram, I think. And it's Campbell.
Would insert it below.
Complete brain fart. I'm so sorry. I do apologise. I meant to check before we came on. But yes, there is a quilt along going on, but I'm really not very good with quilt alongs. I just rubbish at them. So this is my progress so far. So I spent last weekend. I was home alone for the weekend, which was very unusual. So this is the bottom part of his body, or her body. Right. It's a bit creased, but it's a nice thing because it's got lots of different sections to it. So you have a bit of curved piecing, you have this sort of New York Beauty element here, which is paper foundation pieced. And then you have these sections here, half square triangles, and then these great big curves along the bottom.
This is huge, isn't it?
So I am actually going to make it a little bit smaller than the pattern because it makes it quite a big quilt, and I don't really want it to be that big. So I'm going to bring it down slightly, and then my next step is to put the head on, which will go in there. And I'm just trying to decide whether or not I do it by hand or whether I do it by machine. Oh, we dropped down.
Oh, the applique.
Yes. So that's currently on freezer paper. And I've got to reverse applique the eye-in. And then I'm going to applique it onto a background square. Right. Which will then join together with the body. Right. But I'm just trying to decide whether I do it by hand or whether I just stick it on the machine. Lovely. So, so that's as far as I've got with that.
I love this fabric.
Yes. I will put underneath here they are. There's a mixture of different fabrics. Actually, I think they're Carolyn Friedlander.
Yeah,
Friedlander. There might be a bit of Karen Lewis in there as well. There's some grunge. There's some Lewis. I think this one here is Lewis and Irene. This is one of their city range. So yeah.
Very nice.
So that's as far as I've got with that. So I'll keep you posted.
You have to put a picture of the actual pattern.
I will put a picture of the actual pattern up so you can see what it will look like.
Very nice.
So lovely. That's that.
Lovely. Well, we've got lots of quilting whips.
Yes, on the go.
They're so old, some of them. They're just not worthy.
No. Well, I started that because I seemed to be just finishing things off, and I thought, oh, I just really want to do something for a change. So that was that one. Yeah,
it does get boring after a while. So
you're
just working on it. Yeah, you need something new and inspiring.
Fresh, yeah.
So I have actually just signed up for a sew along. So I'm going to do. I talked about it in a previous podcast. The modern handcraft snowflake quilt.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Which I got the pattern for, thinking I would do it during lockdown, and of course that never happened. Well, there's a sew along going now, and that starts next week. So I thought, well, okay, I'll sign up, and then it's going to make me do something. Yeah. Whether it gets finished or not, another thing. But hey ho, we'll do what we can.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So that's quilting. I don't have any more quilting, I don't think. No?
Well, I had it.
I do.
Oh, go on then. Quick. Go on then.
I did.
Oh, yes, you said you had a table.
I did. I found a piece of fabric. One of the things I've been doing just recently, and it's really helping me, I've been having a clear out. So I did a wardrobe clear out. Got rid of a whole load of stuff.
Yeah.
Very cathartic. Then I thought I'd start on my fabric stash. Well, that was not cathartic at all. So I decided, well, maybe we'll leave that for another month. But I did find this piece of fabric, which is Melody Miller, I believe. Melody Miller, is it Ruby Star? Would be? I don't know. Anyway, so it's got modern. There's two actually.
Oh, there's two. I was going to say what's going on here.
So it was the fabric. I really, really love the fabric. It's got this mid-century modern kind of clocks on it, and mid-century is a style I really like. And so I thought, well, I sort of took it in the house and said, what should I do with this? Shall I make an apron? Shall I, make a cushion cover? And husband said, no, make a table wrap. So I made two.
Yeah, really nice.
I quilted it up. So it's got clear bird fabric on the back.
Yeah.
And then, so there's no wadding in this. It's just quilted. This particular fabric is a slightly heavier substrate. It's not a quilting weight, it's very slightly heavier. Not canvas weight, but it's somewhere in between.
Yeah,
I don't know what they call it. But it's got an almost linen feel to it.
It's very nice.
So, and I just made up the pattern. It's just a series of big and little rectangles.
Yeah, very nice. And a little label to finish it. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, I've been labelling everything like
very nice.
So yeah, so that's that.
Lovely. Got a really itchy nose.
That's that Mohair.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
oh.
Mohair.
Oh, really. Oh. Okay. So I have been indulging a little bit of stash acquisition. I saw this advertised in Creative Quilts, and as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I've got to have some of that. Got to have some of that. Managed to source it in the UK through sewhot.co.uk. Great service, and I just love it. I absolutely love it.
Curated Quilts.
Curated Quilts, the magazine.
Oh, Curated Quilts.
Curated
Quilts. Sorry, right.
The magazine. It's Sarah Golden for Andover Fabrics, and very sort of mid-century modern type fabrics.
That's
and so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. And I posted to Andover Fabrics on their Instagram stories that I'd managed to source them, and they wrote back to me and said, that's great, when you make something, tag us and Sarah as well, so we can put it up. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I'm not going to cut into it. I'm just going to stroke it.
This would make an amazing lampshade.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, I love it. I'd just make an amazing anything, to be honest.
I think that would look really lovely.
I think it's super.
This is very Eloise Reneuf.
Yes, it is.
Love it.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
So, yeah, that was nice. So I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, I haven't bought any new fabric for a long time.
No, well, I haven't either, and I just thought, no, I'm going to buy it. I like it. So I did. So there.
I did need some new fabric for the quilt I just finished on for Connor's quilt. I needed some binding. The quilt was made out of...
No, you're folding it up.
I'm sorry. You fold it then. You fold it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Actually, do you actually fold a particular way? When you fold, when you get fabric, do you refold for that you put
No,
in the
I don't
stash?
refold, but that was, you were folding that wrong.
I was, wasn't I?
She could do it with another one now.
These look bigger than normal.
They are half metre.
Yeah.
Half metre cuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's me. I'm very happy.
Yeah,
very happy.
So that quilt I made Connor was made out of batiks, and I don't like batiks anymore, so I don't have anything particularly in my stash that would have worked. But I did actually go to a friend who has a big stash of batiks and say, oh, have you got anything that could work with?
Oh, don't you love friends that do that for you?
So Libby, thank you very much. But I didn't have quite enough to do the whole lot, so I ended up having to piece in some corners.
Right.
Which I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
And there's something nice about not having enough of anything that you're forced to do something different.
To make it stretch a little bit. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see what you do, Liz.
Well, don't hold your breath, will you? It's not going to happen anytime soon, that's for damn sure. Okay, so I think
inspiration may take you.
It might, yes. I think I'll have to wait till I find the right quilt. But yeah,
Well,
I do like
make
them.
your own up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can. You can make your own up.
I know.
Talking of making your own up, now would be an ideal time, because we're talking about fabric, to talk about what we're going to do in the upcoming month.
Yes, I've forgotten about that. I was thinking, what's she talking about?
So there's a couple of knitting challenges going around at the moment.
Yes.
Sort of use one skein of fabric, one skein of wool, and we were thinking it'd be quite nice to have a sort of quilting or sewing related version of that, which is use 1 yard of fabric. Yeah. So we thought we're going to put a little challenge together. We'll talk about it in more detail next time we podcast, because we've only just sort of been toying.
We had a flash of inspiration this morning.
So we'll give you details on that, but if it's something you're interested in, you might be interested in joining with us. 1 yard of fabric, or 1 metre of fabric if you're in the across the pond from overseas, then yeah, so it could be a full yard. It could be
a full yard or metre.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're metres, aren't we?
Yeah.
But it could be that metre could be made up of 4 different fabrics.
Yeah, 4 fat quarters, 2 half yards or half metres.
Yeah.
Or even 8
eighths.
Or I guess it could be down to 5-inch squares as well if you wanted to.
Well, I guess you could if you want to break it down that
far.
far. Yeah.
There's no reason why you couldn't. But it's one whole yard or metre, depending on which side of the pond you are, to make it easy.
Yes.
Because so we deal in metres. I know it's the US is yard, so you're 3 inches short. Anyway, but we'll talk about that once we finalise details. But that will probably run from I would have thought the end of September through to the end of October-ish.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll keep you posted about that one.
Okay, great. So that's that.
So I think that's all that we've got for the time being for quilting.
It is.
Okay, fantastic. Right, so our final section.
Yeah.
We're doing well
with
this
well
today, actually.
It works when you write things down.
It does, it's amazing. So our final section is sewing.
Sewing, yes, indeed.
So I've got a finished object.
I know.
Well,
I know. I was quite envious when she walked in with it this morning.
I know. It's nearly. I'd say it's finished, but it's not quite finished.
So look at that.
So this is the Sewhouse7 tea dress pattern. It's got nice big pockets. I've had this pattern for over a year, I think, and this was inspired by. There was a dress this season that was in, I think it was in Fat Face, which is a clothing company, and a lady came in the shop wearing it, and I thought, oh, that's really nice. But then I thought, I've got this pattern, I've been trying to have a go at it. We had this fabric in the shop, so the fabric's from Franklin's in Salisbury, nice. And I just thought it was a good price, so I thought, why not? I'll have a go. So it's a really nice pattern. There's quite a few pieces to cut out, and I did actually do my knee in, crawling around the floor to cut it all out, but it went together really nicely. I was really pleased. It has really clear instructions, and I think it's really nice. So I will try and take some photos.
They do have nice instructions.
They do. I'll try and take some photos of me actually wearing it. It's a kimono style top, and then it has a pleats, is it box pleats? Is that what they call it at the back? Yeah.
And it looks like it's got a side panel.
And it's got side panels. Yeah.
Nice.
I tried to pattern match as best as I could, but I tried not to get too carried away with it because it was
just a nice job though.
But it wasn't too bad. Yeah. The only thing is I'm trying not to think that I might look like a giant tablecloth when I'm wearing it. And now I've made it, the weather's turned, it's raining, and I'm now thinking, how am I going to wear it?
Oh, with boots, maybe you could put long sleeve polo underneath.
Maybe.
Your cardigan that you're wearing even, so yeah.
Yeah,
but a polo underneath would be nice.
Yeah.
And boots. I like it.
But yes, I was very pleased with it. I was pleased how it came together. So I would recommend it. It's a nice pattern.
Yeah,
nice pattern.
It don't look like a tea coffee, though.
Well, I hope not. We'll see.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So I was very pleased.
Yeah.
And there we go.
That's you all over, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah, that's very Emma. I like that.
Yeah.
So, you made anything else? No. Okay. So last month you talked about the Sewhouse7
Remy Raglan. Yep.
And I thought, oh yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
So I had this fabric was a 12.
Right.
So really I cannot think how to wear this. Oh, I did wear it down the beach one day, to be honest.
Oh, it's cute.
So I did have a go. Actually, my mum saw this and liked it, so Mum, you'll get it in the post because I won't wear it again. So yeah, it is very easy. Very easy.
It is, isn't it?
I think I need to go down a size. I found this was just a little bit too big. So they're very roomy.
Yes, they are.
They're very
There's
roomy.
lots of ease.
There is.
Lots of ease.
And I didn't do the neckline quite as per pattern. I put I think it's a they want the facing to go in like that, don't they?
Yes, they do.
So I didn't do that. So I actually put a binding on, like a quilt binding almost. So, yeah. So, but yeah, it's comfy. It felt comfortable on, but it did feel just that little bit too big. So,
yeah, I think mine. I think I would go down the size as well.
And I think you need a drapey fabric as well.
They do say that.
Yeah, it's a quilting weight fabric, which quilting fabric's a nice quality fabric, but it doesn't drape too well.
No, it doesn't.
So, but anyway, it's a 12, so I know I need to go down a size. I will make another one because I think they're rather nice.
Yeah.
However, it was a PDF pattern which I printed and pieced together, and I couldn't bring myself to print and piece the size down. So that might be next summer before I do another one. So either that, or I'll send off to I've forgotten the name of the company now who does the printing for me.
Netprinter. Netprinter.co.uk. Fantastic.
So they are good, yeah. And it's not that expensive to get them printed at all.
No, it's not. No.
That's not on the top of my priority list at the moment. So, yes, that was that. Have you got any other sewing?
No, I haven't. No, I think that's me.
Okay, I was messing with a little bag. Oh. So I haven't finished it, but I was messing with. I was making
this is cute.
Yeah, it is cute actually, isn't it? It's a different way of making things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this from a pattern then?
No,
I
just made it up. No, I just made it up and quite like the way it came together. So I started with the basic box. You know, I think this is the basic. Yeah. Basic box.
Yeah.
Pouch.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it? I suppose.
Yeah. Cool pouch.
But I decided, I wonder if I can actually take this and change it into something different, which you can do, and it ends up.
You can fold it.
You can fold it, so it needs a couple of little
little presters or something,
and a handle maybe. But I think that's the making of a new bag pattern.
Oh, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. So the only thing is, this way it used to be on a bigger scale because it's not big enough to get your hand.
I was going to say getting in is
it's too
tight. To your own
it needs to be, the zip needs to be a good 4 inches longer, I think, to actually make the pattern work.
Yeah. And then you can make it big.
Yeah. It was messing around, sort of, but going from this and saying, well, what if I do this?
Yeah.
I did it in different ways. So.
That's nice. I like that. I think there's lots of scope there.
Yeah, I do too.
I know someone who will jump right on that, won't you, Maureen? I know.
So I haven't made a bag for ages though, but we had a birthday in the family, and I wanted to put something, some little notionsy thing, well, bathroom things in something for her. So I ended up making a pouch. It was because I was making something for her that you go down a rabbit hole.
You do. Yes, it's hard to get out of it as well sometimes.
So it is. Yeah. But it's been a long time since I made a bag, so that was nice.
Fantastic.
So
good. So watch the space for a pattern.
Yeah. Again, don't.
And I've got one actually that I'm working on as well. So we might have a couple of bag patterns coming out.
Yes, I really like that. Yes,
keep watching.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Right then. So I think show wise, I think that's
we're pretty much done.
That's what we've got. And we had the great fortune on Sunday night to play bingo with the Fibre Hustle guys, Chip and Aaron. Thank you so much for having us. It was really, I don't know about you, I was a bit nervous to start with.
Yes, I was, and I'll be honest, it took me a whole game to realise how to play the game.
Yeah. Because you actually, the Americans, you actually play it slightly different to us, because Americans, they have 5 columns, B-I-N-G-O, and then it's called B63, I42.
Yeah, you've got the numbers underneath the letters. We don't do that, do we? We just call numbers, and it could be anywhere.
Yeah. And I've actually been doing it on Zoom with my groups of ladies as well, and we do the bingo calls as well, which you know, always causes great hilarity.
Yeah.
You know, legs 11, number 11.
Yeah, 22, 2 little ducks.
Yeah, whack 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 whack. Anyway, but yeah, it was great fun, and it was nice to. There were some familiar faces on there, but there were some new ones as well. So I think there's a few new podcasts.
Yeah, I was thinking that there's several I want to go away and watch now. So, but it was nice to see people, even though it's on Zoom, in the flesh kind of thing. Yeah.
But it amazed me. They're all sat there playing bingo, but they're all knitting away. All you can see is these hands going like this, and they're all watching the screen, and then they go back to the knitting. I was having enough trouble concentrating on my bingo, never mind knitting at the same time.
I did run off and get me knitting at one point, so they're all knitting, I need to go get me knitting. It was fun though, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it was good fun.
And the other one that we've both been watching is, of course, Rusty Knits.
Oh yeah, love Rusty Knits.
Yeah, which should actually be Rusty and Hampton.
It should now. Yes, you need to think about your titles probably.
I think you need to put Hampton in there as well. Yeah. So
it's very inspiring, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, his knitting is fantastic.
Yeah.
For a start, you know, but the things that he does make.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. So that's nice. And of course, the other one I've been watching and binge watching is Celtic Cast On. Kelly.
I haven't watched any of that yet, so I'm looking forward to watching.
Yeah, and she does some really good sweater ones as well, actually. But it turns out that she lives just down the road from where we used to live in Canada as well. So that was a really nice link.
That's nice.
So she sent me a photograph of the old water tower.
A very small world.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how small the world is these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yes, and I've watched a few of Needles at the Ready, and I want to say Kevin and Ray.
I think so.
I think it's Kevin and Ray. Yeah. They were on the bingo. I have watched a few of their podcasts, really enjoyed it. So, but there's so many. There's so many to watch.
Yeah.
I dip in and out.
Yes,
at the moment I'm trying to. Obviously, you can't watch everything, so you're trying to work out what to watch when, and and then so it was really nice to have a project like this that you can put a binding on and sit and sew the binding on and not feel guilty about watching something at the same time.
Yes, and sitting.
Yes. So definitely recommend Needles at the Red. I've enjoyed their podcast very much. So yeah. That's good.
But you're right, there are so many out there at the moment.
And new ones coming up all the time.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. So,
it's a lovely community.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice community.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah. Good.
So, I think that's us.
I think it is. I don't think we've got much else if anything, to talk about.
No. And I don't think there's huge amounts for me to cut out, which is good. I mean, I can just
it's a lot of work doing the editing.
Yes, especially the trouble was we'd get going and we'd have like 2.5 hours worth of filming, and much as you love us, I'm sure none of you want to sit and listen to us rambling on for 2.5 hours. No. So yes, I ended up cutting huge portions out to try and bring it down time-wise.
Do you get edit? Edit envy.
Yes, Stuart.
Yes, Stuart.
Warpatch.
Yes.
You just set the bar so high.
Too high. Yeah.
Oh, his needle one. Have you seen his latest needle one?
I have seen his needle one. I really, really... Oh, talking of needles,
God.
I have something to add, which I think I did place a comment. I think I did comment on your Instagram post. Did you know you can get ballpoint needles for long arms?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you can. And I did not know this. I have been long arming for 20 years and I did not know this. I've only just discovered this in the last 6 months. Now, obviously, you're working on the Bonina, which is a domestic style needle anyway. So you might have migrated to ballpoint naturally anyway. But on the Gamel, which is an industrial round needle, I had no idea you could get anything other than a shop.
So, okay, so what would be the advantage?
Huge advantage. Okay.
Thought I'd set her off there, just primed, you know?
Right, and you're not going to like this necessarily.
Oh, God.
Okay, so, and in fact, a lot of long arm quilters complain bitterly if clients bring them sheets to quilt.
Yes, and a lot do, don't they?
Yes, sheets are very economical because they're wide and, you know, they're not as expensive as quilt backings. But a sheet has got an awful lot of threads, a lot more threads than quilting fabrics have, and so the needle can have a problem getting through. It's a bit like a trampoline, so it bounces and can cause skip stitches. So so sheets are not the best, and also because they're very fine, sometimes the needle will go through the actual fibre and it will create a hole, so it undermines the fabric structure.
Okay.
A ballpoint needle doesn't do that. It pushes those fibres apart to get through.
Right.
So I wish I'd known about ballpoint needles 20 years ago.
So have you tried it?
Yeah, I'm using them all the time. All the time. I said the other thing it doesn't do is, have you ever had some fabrics are more prone to it than others. Your Purdy bird, the blue, sometimes those fabrics have a problem where they kind of run. Yes. You put the needle through, you get that little fine white slits.
I know what you mean,
That won't happen because it's pushing the fibres apart.
Rather than splitting.
Oh,
very good.
So anyway, so if you're a long arm quilter and haven't looked at using ballpoints, I can really, really, really recommend them.
There you go. Top tip of the day.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
6 months ago, as always. 6 months ago. Why?
Never mind. Okay.
Wait, that's because we didn't have podcasts. That's why podcasts are useful.
Yeah.
So, and do you know where I saw that?
Where?
Actually, thinking about that, another podcast where if you're into quilting, and I've kind of forgotten his name. Quilters Apothecary.
Oh yes, Jamie
Wallen.
Yeah, I've been watching some of his.
He had an interview with the lady on there whose name I have forgotten. Okay, but I will put the link. I'll link to the actual interview he did, and she spoke about it, and I learnt about it through that.
Right. Okay.
So it's really worthwhile watching podcasts because you do learn an awful lot.
Yeah.
Or can learn a lot anyway.
Yeah. So. Fantastic.
And you're never too old to learn anything.
No, of course you're not. No, definitely not.
So great, that's my best find of the year.
There you go. All right then, is that us then?
Yeah, it is.
I think that's us.
It is. So thank you very much for watching.
Been lovely having you.
It has been lovely having you.
Hope you've enjoyed your cup of tea.
Yeah. And I don't know when we're going to try and get together again.
Don't know, but we'll try.
We will. Hopefully we'll be together. If not, we'll be apart on Zoom.
Yep.
But I think we'll be together.
I think so. We'll try anyway. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Right. Thank you so much for joining us. If you do like what you've seen today, give us a like below. Subscribe. Click on the notification button as well, so that you know when we're releasing new videos.
Yeah. And
I hope wherever you are in the world, you are safe, you are well, and just be careful.
Yeah, indeed. Until next time.
Bye.